am back with another video here in New So we are at Oak Hill Plantation. Right, look at these beautiful trees, y'all. Look at these beautiful trees. Welcome to the live. I can't see who's on, but if you're on the live, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but if you see that, that is sugar cane, y'all. That is what the sugar cane looks like before it gets to us all chopped up and ready for us to eat. So if you've ever had sugarcane, throw it in the chat. Let me know that you've had sugarcane before. But those are sugarcane fields, and there are many more. It looks like high grass. That's actually sugarcane. So that is what our ancestors were out here in this hot ass sun having to pick and pull up and do all that. And it is harvest season, so it's going to be harvested very, very soon. Thank you so much for liking the video. All right, so here I am, so you guys can see me. So I am here at Oak Alley Plantation. I'm just going to pan so you guys can see what's behind me. These trees are beautiful. You know, these trees are beautiful. I grew up in New York, in Long Island, and we don't have trees like this. Not like this. Not like this. So the plantation tour has not started. This is just a guided tour. And y'all, tell me why I have on heeled sandals. What the hell was I thinking, y'all? What was I thinking? I'm going to show y'all what I have on my feet. Hold on. This is ridiculous. Okay. This is what your girl got on her feet. All right. Thank God I'm not going to be walking for hours and hours. But God dog it, what was I thinking? All right, y'all. So here's Oak Alley Plantation. If you've never seen a real plantation, this is where we are. Okay. It didn't look like this many years ago, of course. But there's the big house that we're going to look at in a little bit. But I just wanted to share this with you guys because it's just beautiful. Look. These huge oak trees. These trees are hundreds of years old. All right? And the sad part is some of our ancestors may have actually been hung from some of these trees. Okay? But it's so beautiful just to be able to come back and look at the beauty of it. So Louisiana did not get hit by Hurricane Helene. She was gracious enough to pass us on by, and so the weather here has been absolutely beautiful. But I wanted to show you guys, this is not something that you get to see every day. Not something you get to see every day. And as much as I would have loved for many of you to come to New Orleans with me, you can take a virtual trip with me. Look at that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to get walking and put my backpack back on my back. One thing y'all don't know about me is that I'm very much into nature. Some of you may not know that about me because y'all know I'm a city girl and I live in Georgia. But there is, I believe, the home that we're going to be touring a little bit later. But yes, Wisdom family, I'm a city girl. But I love nature. Always have, okay? I'm squeamish now, but when I was a kid, I loved playing in the dirt. I love playing in the dirt, pulling up worms, you know, handling all the bugs and all the little creepy crawlers. Now, I see one bug and I jump for the hills, but not when I was younger. I was known for lighting ants on fire. Don't judge me, y'all. I was a kid. That's what I did. I used to dig up the babysitter's flower bed. I can hear her now. God rest her soul. Stop pulling up my flower bed. Get out of my flower bed. But yeah, I would set ants on fire. I would make the ants fight. Trying to get situated, y'all. Give me 1 second. So I would take the ants, I would roll them together and make them fight. Put them under a microphone, what am I trying to say? A magnifying glass, I said microphone, and set them on fire. So what we're about to look at are some of the slave quarters, y'all. So hopefully this is not triggering for anyone. This is just a part of our history. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all what I'm looking at. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize the sound was off. Thank you so much, Gigi. She said no sound. Um, I was talking about the field slaves and how they were the lowest on the totem pole. They would have been compared to today, we might consider illegal immigrants as lowest on the totem pole. But whoever you consider lowest on the totem pole, that's what uh, it would have been for the field slaves. And they had hard labor. They repaired roads, they had to maintain levees, they dug ditches. I mean, they were doing really hard labor. And I was telling y'all to forgive me because I was partying all night on Bourbon Street and my lips can use some gloss. I am not glossy today. I'm not made up today. I'm tired. But I wanted to share this with you. And, it's just disappointing that they're not teaching African American history in the schools like they should because it's actual history. It's important for children of all races and ethnicities to understand history so that it doesn't repeat itself. Okay? Because there is nothing stopping uh, this world from turning upside down and people not of color from becoming slaves to people of color. Now, some of you may say, nah, that would never happen. But the point is, it doesn't matter what ethnicity or what race. Human beings should not be enslaved by other human beings, period. And that is the lesson. That is the lesson. You know, we should not be treated as less than, as animals. We all bleed red. There are still some people in, various cultures, colors, and persuasions who still see black people as less intelligent, as ignorant, as less than, no matter what we have done to show that we aren't. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to go this way. So I think it's important for our children to understand the same way we study Jewish history, the same way that I studied European history. I learned about the French, the Portuguese. I learned about Germany, Russia, uh, Ukraine. I learned about the Scots. You know, it's important for our kids to learn American history, and that includes uh, our earlier years, and that includes the history of American slavery, which is not the same as slavery in other countries. Slavery exists all over the world, right? It comes from the word Slavic, a Slav, and that was a name given to a group of people. The Slavic people were considered the lowest on the totem pole. Okay, so we're gonna walk in to our next stop because it didn't say that I can't walk in here, so right here we go. This is interesting. A life of labor. The majority of enslaved people at Oak Alley were field slaves working in groups. They endured the harshest working conditions from sun up to sundown. Sugarcane dominated their time, but the field slaves also performed additional tasks throughout the year, keeping pace with the seasons. So January, they planted sugarcane and chopped wood. February, they planted sugarcane and repaired ditches. March and April, they planted corn and peas, wheat, sugar, and they fixed canals. Wow. May, June, and July, the hottest months of the year, they're out there in those fields, cleaning ditches, weeding sugarcane, harvesting corn. Wow. This is why the young people need to understand what it was like so that they don't complain about having to go to class and having to study and why do we have to. I'm never going to use algebra. Why do I have to learn it? Yeah, you might want to learn it so you don't end up having to do this. Hi, Lovecraft. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining the live. She says, I'm new here. You came across my recommendations. I stopped and clicked on because I found your title interesting. Well, thank you so much. Shout out to Lovecraft. Ah, this is one of my favorite pieces, I guess, of old equipment, the oxen yoke. I'm going to tell you why in a second. I'll tell you when I get outside why I said that this is one of my most favorite in terms of my interest. I'll tell you why when I get outside. There are those who think that this is an exaggeration. Now, those of you who were just joining, we're at Oak Alley Plantation in Louisiana, and I was actually showing you some of the equipment that was used, and what you saw just a few minutes ago was the oxen yoke. This is a chicken coop that we're looking at right now. What you saw is the oxen yoke. And the reason why I said that it's one of my favorite pieces of farm equipment from this time period is because of how it was used. Good morning, family. How are you, June's Poetry? How are you, Faye? So they will put the yoke on the oxen for coordination purposes, right? Put one yoke can hold two oxen, and it was designed so that when they were working, they can kind of move in the same direction, right? Now here's the challenge. If one yoke was uneven, it could cause one of the animals to pull the other in a direction they shouldn't go in. There's a scripture in the Bible that says it's important for you to be evenly yoked with, the people around you, with your partner, right? We often use that to say, oh, he's not evenly yoked. Because if you are with someone or dating someone or associated with someone who's not, it's a metaphor, who's not evenly yoked with you, they could potentially pull you in the wrong direction. My son just started high school. He says, Mom, I'm not making friends as quickly as I used to. I said, it's okay. Don't be so quick to make friends. You need to get to know who these kids are and make sure that they are the type of person you want to be friends with, right? You don't want to buddy up with someone and find out the hard way that you were unevenly yoked and they steer you down the wrong path. So I told my son, take your time. Let me check the time, y'all. Oop. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me just check the time because we have to meet up. Okay, so I've got about 4 more minutes over here. And I need to put on some gloss because I feel dehydrated from all the drinking I've been doing while I'm here. Shout out again to Faye and Lovecraft 512, June's Poetry. Lovecraft said, the first time I visited a plantation in South Carolina, I was a child, and they still had the original slave cabins. They even the beds, the mattresses made of straw. Absolutely, yeah. Yep. It's very peaceful here. I've heard some people say, oh, I don't think I could go. It's too painful. I don't want to see it. It's surprisingly peaceful here. Honestly. Surprisingly peaceful. And very beautiful. I'm going to show you guys really quick just one more thing. before we head to start the tour. And just to let you know, when I do start the tour, I'm not going to be able to talk. I'm going to have to be quiet so you guys will hear and see what I see, but I won't be talking. So that's an outhouse. So I believe one was for women and the other one was for the men. So I'm going to need a bathroom, but I'm not using the outhouse. So I'm going to head on back to join the rest of the group. Okay. Oh, let me show you one more thing really quickly before we go. Just show you that. I thought that was interesting. Yeah, Faye, it's surprisingly peaceful here. I don't feel sad. I don't feel overwhelmed. I've been to the museum in DC, and that was hard. The African American Museum. Yep, so I was right. So the full moon is for men and the half moon is for women. So those are that's where they use the bathroom. Um, I have been to the African American Museum in Washington D.C. and that was I'm not gonna say traumatizing. It was an amazing place. I can't wait to go back because I took my son when he was about 8, and definitely left an impression on him. But again, he was only 8, and so I'm not sure. I think he would have an even greater appreciation for it, especially because he's biracial, and so I make it a point to make sure that he understands all of his history. But as I've explained to him, the reality of the world that we live in is no matter how light skinned he is, he's still black when he identifies, on paper, because we have to choose one, right? And so it's important for him to understand his history as well. All right, so let me see. Get out of these people's picture. See where. So I thought they said that we were going to meet. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to meet the group because they said 10:40, but I'm not seeing people where we said they were supposed to be. Are you guys with Louisiana Swamp Tours?
Sorry?
Are you with Louisiana Swamp Tours?
Yeah.
Louisiana Swamp Tours? I'm trying to see where we're supposed to meet. Over there or over here? I can't remember. Okay, I guess I'll figure it out. No. Got you. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Well, anyway, I'll just keep showing you what I'm looking at, and I'm gonna go to our starting point. That was a very nice couple that I was speaking to, but I don't think they speak very much English, and I unfortunately don't speak the language that they do. So I will. So can't do the African American Museum. And one day I was told, no, we saw a considerable amount of that museum, June's Poetry. I would encourage anyone to go because it takes you through the history starting from slavery all the way through the 90s. So if you guys are into music, they have a huge exhibit with that centers around music and film and all these other things. But it's really interesting, really eye-opening. Of course, some of the exhibits are extremely sad and difficult to watch. But ultimately, it's an amazing place and it is huge. And yeah, you're not going to see the whole thing in a day. Definitely won't. Okay. Hold on a second, y'all. So You know what? I don't see. I thought we were supposed to meet here, but I guess I'll just go straight to the house because that's where everybody else just walked to. So I know I'm not losing my mind. That man said to meet where we started, but it's all good. I'll just go to the house because that's where everyone's at. So this is where we're going to be touring in just a minute. And I was making jokes about myself earlier because I should have worn sneakers, and I have on, they're comfortable but still, but I have on these sandals with a heel. hmm June's poetry. What was I thinking, sir? So Love says the first time visiting as a child to a plantation, I don't remember the name, but I definitely left an overwhelming feeling and heavy. I don't understand it actually, and started crying and wanted to leave. Oh, yeah, it can be overwhelming. But as I said, this place is very peaceful. Um, very peaceful. So here's what I'm looking at. Oh, you're welcome, Faye. You're welcome. When I tell you that there is a peace in the air, and still trying to find our group, but I'm like, where are the ladies? Well, I guess I'll find them eventually. I am looking. Let's see. See if we see anybody else. But yeah, there's no overwhelming feeling here. It's just calm and peaceful. And I think I see some of the people in my group. I think, I thought we were supposed to meet. But it's all good. Let's see what happens. Okay, there are the restrooms. And yeah, I don't know, y'all. I'm not sure. Okay, well, anyway. I should have got the driver's name. Let's see. Hey, how are you? Um, I could have sworn our driver told us to meet where we got the tickets, but I don't know where my group is. And our tour starts at 10:45.
Oh, they probably went in already.
Okay.
Your tour guide?
Um, yes, with Louisiana Swamp Tours.
Okay, yeah. I saw a big group earlier in line.
Okay.
That
He
that
said
might be
10:40.
them.
Okay. So which way they went?
They're probably inside the house on tour.
Okay.
And when they're gonna exit, they're gonna come out the store here, the back door.
Okay. So how do I catch up with them?
Let me look at my manager
Thank you.
and I'll try and help you out.
Okay. Thank you.
So where are you from?
Originally from New York City, but I
Oh,
live in
okay.
Georgia now.
Really? I got
Yep.
family around Douglasville.
Okay. Yeah. Not too far. I'm in Henry County, but Douglasville's
Okay.
not too far from where I work.
Here's my manager.
Hi, how are you? So I got separated from my group. I thought we were supposed to meet at 10:40 at the ticket booth, but apparently everyone came here.
Okay.
So I was where I was supposed to be, but apparently the group changed. So it's Louisiana Swamp Tours. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out how I can catch up with them.
Okay, so they just came in.
Okay.
That's the tour that just started.
Okay.
Now I can add you in. You'll have missed a little bit of the front.
Okay, that's
or
okay.
I can add you into the next tour, and you'll be behind them if you want to see the whole thing.
No, because I'd have to Uber back.
I'm just checking. Just check. Well, I mean, they're not going to leave immediately after the tour.
Yeah.
There's a little bit
No,
of leeway
it's
time.
okay.
Just want to make sure. I want to.
Thank you.
Know.
I appreciate it.
Now, moving on again, there's no photography or recording
Okay.
inside the home.
No
When you come
problem.
outside of it to the galleries, you're welcome to pull your camera out there.
Awesome.
Anywhere through the property.
Okay. All right. So let me just say goodbye to everyone. Okay. All right, family. So this is where I have to leave you because I can't film inside, but I will definitely tell you about it afterwards, and we'll see some more of the ground. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next live.